Welcome back to the dungeon where we geek out on all things horror, thriller, mystery, and suspense. And today's recording is being done on, what is it, April 16. Happy Tax Day. I don't think
It
I'm
doesn't
making
even
enough.
matter. It doesn't even matter. You can say the date. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't even know when you're releasing them. You're just releasing them in all whatever fucking order. If you're even releasing them at all, I think you just want to. I think you just want to meet with me, and then you don't release shit. Like you've been lying to me this whole fucking time. You don't release anything. You just keep me like some kind of weird fucking Buffalo Bill style of shit going on here.
No, I think first of all, if I don't get a stroke next month or next week, I'll have plenty of stuff to work on while I recoup.
You know, like 5 episodes in the can at this point.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, April 16th. But when this recording, God knows when it's going to be out, and when you're
It's
listening
true.
to it, who
It's true.
knows? Who knows? But yeah, at least at the time we're doing this, what it was some people at some con somewhere got to see the first trailer of Evil Dead Burn, and evidently the Num Nums,
Necronomicon.
Necronomicon.
Yeah, Necronomicon.
See, I have to sing it because if anybody saw the Evil Dead the musical, there's a song called the Necronomicon. Anyway, yeah, evidently it's being used to bring back some family member back from the dead. So it's sort of like a Evil Dead twist of Pet Cemetery, I
Yeah,
guess. I
but
don't know.
Pet Sematary taught us sometimes dead is better.
Yeah, and evidently in this one, there's going to be a whole shit ton of dead or deadites. And hell, I mean, it's the next movie, Evil Dead. What is it? Wrath. Evil Dead Wrath has already have a release date. It's coming out next year, so we're gonna have 2 years in a row of Evil Dead movie. None of this waiting around 10 years shit.
I'm okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. Evil Dead Rise was really cool, but they could have stopped after Army of Darkness because without Bruce Campbell, it's not an Evil Dead film.
I don't know. I like them all. I don't think there is yet to be there is yet even a mid. Forget about a bad one. There is yet to be even a mid, at least in my opinion, which is the only one that matters.
I
You know, there's never
think you
been
just
a
had another
bad Evil Dead
stroke.
movie. Yeah. Yeah, they don't. Yeah. All right. You should be happy to hear this. Your boy is developing a sequel to Longlegs.
Oh, fuck! Fucking hate long legs so bad. Fucking hate that stupid. What the fuck is that director's name again? I hate that guy so much. It's gonna bother me. What the fuck is his name? I
Uh,
hate that guy. He did Long Legs, The Monkey, all that shit. What the fuck is his name? I hate that guy.
I don't know. I don't have my notes in front of me. Notes. I don't take any notes.
I gotta find this fucking guy. Osgood Perkins. That's what it just
Oh
hit me.
yeah, Perkins. Yeah.
I fucking hate Osgood Perkins so bad. I fucking hate that guy's movies. Oh my god. Long Legs too. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Fuck off.
Yeah. So we'll see what that is, and yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know. I'm still. I can't wait for if there's any movie more than Evil Dead that I'm looking forward to, it's this Obsession movie. Every damn thing I'm hearing about that movie is like that's that's the Sinner movie of last year. That is going to be on everybody's #1 list.
I remember Sinner, the knockoff of fucking From Dusk Till Dawn. I remember that movie too.
Yeah, Sinners won how many Oscars?
I don't care. It's a knockoff of From Dusk Till Dawn.
No, not, but well, how many Oscars did From Dusk Till Dawn win?
I don't care. Movies that win Oscars are fucking mean nothing to me. Oscars are bullshit. Fucking Crash won Oscars. That movie's terrible.
But luckily, they're not going to do a sequel to Sinners. He said he's not. That's a standalone movie. He's not interested in doing anything with that. But talking about sequels, see what I did there? See what I did there?
Oh,
See that?
perfect segue.
That's we're pros, people. Don't try this at home. We're pros here.
Calm down there, fuck. Calm down.
We're going to be talking about our another top 10 list, because everybody kind of really eats those things up. I don't know, for some reason. All right, we're going to talk about the top 10 worst sequels. Now, where the original movie was good, but they just couldn't let well enough alone. They had to keep going and keep going back to the well, and they keep it so. So let me ask you this: at least I know in my list, is there any? We're strictly doing sequels. We're not doing like reboots or reimaginings or anything like that. We're just direct sequels to the franchise, right?
Yeah, direct sequels, no reboots, no reimaginings. There are some on my list, and I'm sure they'll be on some of your list. It's not like I just want to get this out. It's not gonna be like the #2 film. It might be like #4 in the franchise or something. There's a few of them that are gonna be like that because I just had to talk about them because they're so fucking bad. But I do have some like actual direct sequels. Like it'll be like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it'll be like, part 2, #2.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a few that I had to include. I don't and like you said, it's our list, so who gives a fuck? Like maybe like I have one that's like the 8th installment in the franchise. I just had to talk about it because I hate it so fucking much. I had to put it on here.
All right. And before we get into it, I got to go my little spiel. I need to hire. I need to go on like Fiverr or something like that and hire somebody to do like a really good voiceover thing to just do the disclaimer.
You want me to just do it? You want me to do it? You want me to do it instead?
Yeah, I want to hear your version, which is basically just going to be your version of me.
Probably.
Have a crack.
My name is Thomas. Sounds just like you, fuck. What does Thomas normally say? Let me see. This is our lists, not your lists. So we don't give a fuck about your opinion. If you have a problem with it, we don't give a rat's ass because guess what? We made the list. If you want to make a list, you make your own show. You can be on Thomas's show if you want. I mean, anyone can be on this fucking show pretty much. I mean, it's not that hard. But these are our lists, not your list. And then Thomas would make some kind of like baby garbled gibberish here right now. Boom. That's what he would say. How's that? Was that good?
That was okay. That was all right. All right. Well, since this episode's topic was your idea, you go first.
Okay. So, my number 10, because we're going to start at #10, moving our way up, just like we normally do. My number 10, because I love the original so damn much, it is a classic. I hate Stephen King. Stephen King's a little bit overrated, but it's an original Stephen King. And I got to go with The Rage, Carrie 2. This film did not need to be fucking made. It was basically like a shitty, almost retelling of the original one in some ways. It was stupid. It was dumb. Why does it exist? Like, Carrie is such a fantastic fucking film. It's a standalone film. They've remade it a billion fucking times. Please stop remaking it also. But the Rage, Carrie 2. Like, it is just bad. It's so fucking bad. Like, it's literally just like, let's just try to make a sequel based off an amazing film, and that's what The Rage Carrie 2 is. It's a garbage film. It's got a terrible score on IMDb, and there's a reason for it. So don't watch it. Just watch the original and take Carrie to prom. Don't take this shitty Carrie to prom.
All right, my number 10. I'm just gonna cast my net over an entire. My number 10 is any and all Amityville horror sequel. All right. I mean, the first one was cool and everything when everybody believed that it was, based on a true story. It was based on a book and everything. And then, but now since then we found out that it was all bullshit. It was a cash grab. And they just keep making, so just stop with Amityville horror, okay? It's a horror that they keep making sequels to that movie. All right, stop it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever watched beyond the original one. I watched the Ryan Reynolds remake. Saw that in theaters actually. But what's funny? I own the other. I own all the Amityvilles, but I don't know if I've ever watched it. There has been a few like random ones I've watched. Like in recent years, there was that one with Bella Thorne. That was terrible. That was the one where like what I think isn't it like in a universe where the movie exists or something like that?
I don't know. Chances are I never watched it because I knew it was shit.
And I know there's like there's the weird ones that are like fuck, what are they called? It's that company that makes like the knockoffs. They're most famous for Sharknado. That like universe, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but they made like their own versions of Amityvilles.
Oh God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's not Raven Banner. Fuck, it's gonna bother me. It'll come to me. But yeah, Amityville. I agree. I agree with that. Amityville is garbage. Just stop already. Fuck. We actually So for my number 9, we actually kind of talked about it earlier today when we were doing a little opening there. I'm going with Pet Sematary 2 because just like I was talking with Carrie, the original one, Pet Sematary, is so good. I love Pet Sematary, except that why does anyone kick that little kid? Like seriously, just punt that little fucking kid. But Pet Sematary,
kick him out into the street.
Yeah, he already got hit by a car. Just get him hit by a car again. But Pet Sematary 2. So now we have Edward Furlong, whose mom gets buried in the pet cemetery. And I just remember watching this. You know what's so bad? So I saw Pet Sematary 2 first before I saw the original Pet Sematary as a kid. And I was like, this movie's stupid. And all I remember is that one scene when like the dad or whatever, like the cop is like holding that kid's head like next to the dirt bike, the tire, and it's like spinning. And you know what I mean? He's trying to like grind his face down or whatever, and he's like laughing hysterically. Like Pet Sematary 2. So it's like I say, it's John Connor's mom. It's fucking Pet Sematary 2 is hot garbage. This is another one that just is again trying to capitalize on the first one, trying to capitalize on a good Stephen King, movie, or sorry, I should say story turned movie. Just like Carrie, Pet Sematary 2 never needed it to happen, and should have stopped. Even the remake. The remake was garbage. I don't know if you saw the remake. I hated the remake. That's one you can skip if you haven't seen it. But yeah, Pet Sematary 2 for me, it was just stupid. It was unnecessary. It was them just trying to capitalize off the first one. It was a money grab, and that's what I'm gonna see on some of my lists are just money grabs that I just fucking hate. Just fucking hate these films. So Pet Sematary 2. Sometimes dead is better. And Pet Sematary 2, you should be dead.
Yeah, kill that movie. All right. Number 9 is Freddy's Dead Final Nightmare. Now, I don't know if this. I'm sure this was a time when anybody put the word final or the last or something like that in any of their titles. It's like, yeah, right. You're going to make a few others. It's not going to be the last one. To me, really the only sequel to Nightmare on Elm Street that's worth a damn is Dream Warriors. That's the only one. But
Dream Warriors is fantastic. It's like that's the best one.
But this one here, now I mean, if I'm remembering correctly, because again, 10%.
They won't know that if you don't release these episodes in fucking order.
Oh, they'll see. The beautiful thing is, once everybody else like actually gets the reference and they actually listen to the episode that I actually get around to putting out sometime, they'll understand that 10%, and it'll be 6 months later, and I'll be like 100% recovered. So anyway, yeah, this one was the one that sort of like had the meta thing where it's like, oh, he's I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Bottom line is, the only sequel worth a damn is the Dream Warrior one. All right, that's it. Watch the original.
Are you talking about New Nightmare or Freddy's Dead?
Freddy's Dead,
Oh, okay.
the final nightmare.
Okay. I thought you were talking about New Nightmare, the one that's like the movie universe one.
Okay. Well, that one sucked too. But no, my when I made this list, when I make it a few weeks, at least a week or so ago, yeah, Freddy's Dead was the one I was pointing out. But and again, it's one of these things where they shit out so many of these things. It's like I don't know what the hell. I don't know one from the other. They all look alike to me.
My number 8 is kind of like yours. You can fill in the dots. I don't really care. It's Jaws 3D or Jaws Revenge. I don't care. Choose one or the other. Both of those movies are hot garbage because Jaws 3D is Dennis Quaid at fucking SeaWorld in 3D. Dun, 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 dun. His graphics are horrible. They were horrible at the time they came out, and they did not get any better with age. My God. Or, like I say, replace it with Jaws Revenge. I don't care. Choose one or the other. Jaws Revenge. Everyone knows that movie. It's famous only for that Michael Caine fucking quote where he pretty much talks about how terrible the movie is, but he talks about how great the house that bought the movie is. So, like, Jaws 3D or Jaws Revenge, I don't give a fuck because Jaws Revenge, you know what? Let's go with Jaws Revenge because there's a roaring shark, Thomas. The shark roars at one point. It fucking roars. And this is like the shark is just basically sentient and it knows and it's out for blood. It's out for revenge because that's what sharks do. Everyone knows that sharks come for revenge. Everybody knows that. It's a well-known documented fact that sharks remember faces and they'll come after you because that's a thing that sharks do.
Yeah.
Sharks kill, they eat, they swim, they eat, they swim. They don't give a fuck. They just eat whatever comes across their paths. They're not going to follow you, and they're not roaring like a fucking lion or dinosaur, or whatever the fuck that roaring is. Probably a sea turtle like in Jurassic Park was. Who knows? But yeah, either Jaws 3D, Jaws at SeaWorld, or a roaring Josh. I don't care. Pick one. Any Jaws film after Jaws 2, garbage. That's my number 7. Or sorry, number 8. That's my number 8.
Funny story. I used to know a guy who he's actually one of the extras on the SeaWorld movie. He was actually he's a boat salesman now, but he was actually a world champion barefooter, which is basically you water ski without the skis. So. But yeah, he was one of the extras in that Jaws SeaWorld movie thing. All right. My number, what number is it? 8.
Yep.
All right, number 8 is for me, American Psycho 2. They basically did the original, but they put a woman in there. So the woman is the psycho, and. Yeah, it just didn't work for me. I thought it was stupid. Actually, here it is. I think the female version of Ghostbusters did better than this one. So yeah, number 8, American Psycho 2.
That one is actually on my list as well. That I'm gonna be talking about that one because I love same thing. I love the original one. And that one was a hot piece of garbage. That's on my list. It will be coming up.
So there we have a crossover, Thomas. We have a
Oh,
crossover.
ding, 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 ding. I
But
gotta, I gotta put a sound effect in here somewhere. But since I
there you go. Since you can't afford it, there's Thomas the
just
sound
can't
effect.
afford it. Just like I can't
So
afford
moving
an
on.
editor, so people have to wait for me to get around to do this shit.
Yeah, eight years later. So my number 7 is this is what I was talking about. This is the one that's not a sequel. Well, I guess Jaws 3D was number 3 technically in the thing. So fuck it. But my number 7 is the 8th film in the franchise, Puppet Master: The Legacy. Now, I'm one of those people who love Puppet Master. I love all of them. I love them, how awful and horrible and stupid they all are, and they get dumber and dumber as you go on. And I can't get enough of Puppet Master. But by the time you hit the 8th one, have you ever seen the 8th one? The 8th one is
I never knew there was 6 after the first one.
Oh, there are so many. There are so many of them, and like there's spin-offs, there's all kinds of ones. But the 8th one is terrible. And people at home who watch this movie, they know what I'm talking about. Puppet Master of the Legacy. It's basically just a clip film. I think there's only I think if you ever look it up, I think there's only 11 minutes of actual new footage in this entire film. The rest of it is literally just clips from all the previous 7 films up to this fucking point. It
My,
is
my number 2 is like that. That's why it's number
the
2. We'll get to that.
the biggest piece of garbage ever. I remember I actually skipped it because I started watching it and just kept flipping back. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Because I marathoned them all I think over the course of 3 nights one time. It was great. I do the Police Academy every year, by the way. I marathon all the Police Academies at least once a year. But I was doing the Pup Master, and yeah, by the time you get to the 8th one, it's literally just clips of all the other previous films. And I was like, what the fuck? So I started fast forwarding it. I'm like, it can't be like this. No, it's all like that. The entire film is just that. Like I said, there's only 11 minutes of original film. It is garbage. So if you're watching all the Pup Masters and you want to binge them all, just skip 8, because guess what? You already watched 8 in the previous fucking 7. So they're not worth your fucking time. Pup Master 8, The Legacy. Stupid. Just fucking stupid.
You should have just called it the greatest hits.
That's pretty much.
My number 7, Saw 5. 4 was it was pushing it. So the first, I mean, Saw 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3 is pretty much it, and 10, and that's it. But when it gets to 5, it gets so convoluted. I forget who was what and where and who was sleeping with who and who was killing so and why and so. Just yeah. I was confused even more so than I usually am, because it was just a hot mess from 5 on. But again, so watch the first 3 and then skip over to 10, and that's you've seen the best of what that thing could offer. But it really started to go downhill really when it hit 5, and 4 was pushing it.
Is 5 the one where it's like they all have to work together?
Yeah, they all have to work together, otherwise, And the final thing was like, well, if you would have worked together, you would have, it would have been easier for you.
It was like the electrocution, rather than electrocuting one person. If all people would have got a bit of a jolt, and then at the end with the blood, all people could have filled the blood jars instead of the one guy having to pretty much fucking put his hand through there and cut it all the way up to his pretty much shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I saw that one in the theater. Fun fact: I saw it in the theater when I was in New York. Fun fact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Were you the only one there, or was it a packed house?
It was a packed house because it was.
Oh,
I think it was the first weekend it came out, first or second weekend it came out, but it was pretty full. So moving on to my number 6. This is the crossover. This is the American Psycho 2.
Ah,
Yeah, for me, absolutely. This movie was stupid because I love American Psycho. Like I love American Psycho. It's one of those movies I watch at least once a year, maybe twice a year. It depends. But I just such an iconic movie with Christian Bale. And then you have number 2 come out, and you have a young Mila Kunis who, and they don't even have Christian Bale come back. They have like somebody who's supposed to be Christian Bale, and she like kills him in like a voiceover, and like what, like the first like 5 minutes of this fucking movie. And I'm like, really, you just fucking killed Patrick Bateman? Like, what the fuck? This little child just kills Patrick Bateman, and I'm just like, this is the stupidest shit ever. And then yeah, she grows up and she goes to this college, and William Shatner's in it. And if William Shatner's in a movie, you know it's a bad movie. Other than like Miss Congeniality, I do like Miss Congeniality, so that's a good movie. That's a good little rom com. I know it's one of Thomas's favorite movies of all time. But yeah, usually if William Shatner's in a movie, you know it's a questionable fucking movie. But oh my god, yes, American Psycho 2. It's like this movie did not need to be made. American Psycho, amazing, a classic, such a great film, such a huge thing on such a huge commentary on so much shit,
mm-hmm.
and it's so iconic because you're always left to, did he do it? Did he not do it? You know, it's a commentary on like on the business industry and how people are faceless and nameless and all of this stuff, and it's like how these basically like serial killers are like these CEOs, and it's such a huge commentary on so much stuff. And then you had American Psycho 2, which was just a cash grab, it was a knockoff. Mila Kunis, murderer. What the fuck? What the fuck? No. Horrible. I love when you look at like IMDb, same thing. It's like 3 point or 2 point something. Like no one watches American Psycho 2 and there's a good reason no one watches it. There's no need to watch it. Like no need to watch it at all. So there's our crossover. And yes, I agree. American Psycho 2, such a garbage film.
All right, my number 6. I really tried to give this movie a chance because I enjoyed the first one, especially the marketing behind the first one was just fucking pure genius. My number 6 is Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Yeah, it's just like
That's it.
that's it. That was it. It
You know,
was like,
I've never even seen that movie.
well, consider yourself lucky.
Okay. Yeah, I've never even seen it. I've no desire to see it. I've heard bad things about it. I watched the remake, and I didn't even like the remake. So I never even liked Blair Witch, to be honest with you.
I
The
mean,
movie gave me motion
that's
sickness.
how bad this movie was. It was so bad that it's like, if you hear somebody so stupid, sound so stupid, it's like you have no response. It's like you're speechless. I have nothing to say.
Just that bad. So we're halfway there. We're halfway there. So
Yeah,
moving on
for
to my number 5. My number 5 is, this has to be a fever dream or an acid trip, or I don't even know how to describe this film. But this is another case, another example of why did you make this film? But my number 5 is Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf. This movie is a fucking what the fuck. It's like you watch it and you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? If you like the podcast, How Did This Get Made? They do a great episode on this movie because, yeah, they don't even know what the fuck's going on. No one knows what the fuck is going on. This is like, The Howling, again, is such an amazing film. The Howling is like that film that you argue, is it better than American Werewolf in London? And you know, you could argue one or the other when it comes to Howling, like the original Howling or American Werewolf in London. You can argue either which way, and you could be right. Like both those films are masterpieces. The Howling 2 is what the fuck. It is a what the fuck film. It is a why did this get made? Just like the show. How did that get made? what the fuck? Have you ever seen Howling 2? Like, it's what the fuck? What the actual fuck are you watching? The pacing is stupid. I don't understand what is going on. Seriously, maybe you watched the movie on like acid or like mushrooms or like a fuck ton of weed or you ate some edibles. You'd be like, this movie's amazing. If you're not high, don't watch that film because you'll wish you were high. It's again, did never need to be made, should never have been made, and I wish it would be erased from the universe. The Howling 2, your sister's a werewolf. What that my number 5. What the fuck?
Yep. My number 5 is, and again, this is just one more example. I was like, you just couldn't leave well enough alone. And my number 5 is the sequel to Psycho. That's another one. It's just like, why? I don't know. That's another movie. I have nothing to talk about. I have nothing to say about it, other than the fact that it deserves to be on this list.
Yeah, Psycho's a movie you didn't need to really make. Psycho was like a one and done. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
they remade Psycho with Vince Vaughn. That movie is like questionable if it's good or not. It's not. And then they had Bates Motel, which was really good for a bit. I liked Bates Motel. Like, that was a good show. But yeah, Psycho 2, yeah. Hey, fucking, you know what? No, that's an Osgood Perkins tie-in. Fuck you.
Yeah, see, my number 5 and number 6 is just like the movies. Is like I wanna be the fly on the wall that so to listen into the boardroom meeting of how they got this movie greenlit and what was the sales pitch and it was like, oh yeah, we could sink a bunch of ton of money into that one. Let's do it.
No, it's Hollywood. It's the same thing. It's like, Psycho made a lot of money. Psycho is iconic. Let's make a sequel to Psycho. Same thing like Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary. Oh, it's so good. Let's make a sequel. We made a lot of money in the first one. Let's make it. You know, it's all these. They make a lot of money on the first one, so Hollywood's like, oh, let's make a sequel because who gives a fuck about story? About
Yeah.
They figure all the fans of the first one are just going to come back, and most of them do, but then they realize it's hot trash, and then they don't keep watching it.
Yeah. That's why the whole thing of the opening weekend doesn't mean shit to me. It's like, all right, yeah, because everybody's going to watch it. If they want to watch it, they're going to watch it the first. I want to see what the box office is on the second or third weekend after that. Then
And
I'll give it some consideration.
And that's why Scream is such a great film, because Scream, when it came out, was underrated. No one really saw it. I think it placed like 10th or something like that in its opening weekend because no one was hurting it. No one saw it. And then word of mouth started to spread, and it started to like go and go and go. And it wasn't until like weeks and weeks and weeks into it that it actually became number one. So that's why Scream is a great film. It's amazing. But moving on to my number 4, because that's where we are at number 4.
Yep.
Oh, hey guys, we're over halfway there. I had to choose this one because, I mean, I could have chose the third installment, but I had to choose this installment. For me, it was Texas Chainsaw 3D. This one was, again, another 3D movie. 3D, I hated 3D. This was like, that's like what was a 3D craze. But this one was so stupid because this one is like, here, Leatherface is the victim. Leatherface is kind of the good guy. And you're like, what the fuck? That's when we have Alexandria Daddario, or however you pronounce her last name. Everyone loves her. She was like an it girl for a little bit there in Hollywood. And she kind of got replaced by Sydney Sweeney and all that. But she's in it, and she's like his long lost cousin. And that scene was, go get him, cuz. And it was just like, what the actual fuck am I watching? This is when it's like Leatherface is no longer, really, in all honesty, the antagonist, and instead he's the protagonist? Question mark. Like he's being mistreated, and I know that's kind of always been the theme where he's been mistreated by his family. But then it's just like, this is where like the other people in the movie are the bad people, and he's gonna right the wrongs.
Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this actual movie? I hate Texas Chainsaw 3D. Really, like I say, anything after Texas Chainsaw 2, with the exception of the remake with Jessica Biel, I actually really did really like the remake. I thought that was a great film. But anything after like Texas Chainsaw 2 is stupid. Like three is stupid. He's a kid. Like what the fuck? Leatherface has a kid now? Okay, sure. Texas Chainsaw: The New Generation with Matthew McConaughey. What the fuck is that movie? That's like a cult film with conspiracies and like Men in Black, and you're like, what the actual fuck? And then everything after that, especially up to the new Netflix Texas Chainsaw, just stop fucking making them. Just stop. Please stop. But especially Texas Chainsaw 3D. What the actual fuck? Again, another movie. What the actual fuck?
That's another.
Like,
That's another movie. What the fuck? That's a what the fuck
Yes.
movie.
Yes. Why does this movie exist? Why do any of them exist? Why does Leatherface exist? Why does Texas Chainsaw the Beginning exist? Why do these movies exist? Stop making them. Please stop making them. Just let Leatherface rest. Let him rest. Okay? The first one, a masterpiece. The second one, a great film. Other than Stretch, she's annoying as fuck. But after that, please, just stop. Just stop, Hollywood. Please. I'm begging you, stop.
All right, my number 4 is Alien 3. Now I really hope that Sigourney Weaver got paid a shit ton of money to shave her head for this one, because like I don't know, maybe that was the only reason that she came back to do is like, oh, I'm gonna get paid some money. Oh. I don't know, but yeah, it just lacked what the original had, as far as like just the overall uneasiness and claustro. Yeah, it was kind of claustrophobic because they're on this prison planet, whatever. But it still missed the mark. It didn't have the level of action that Aliens had. So yeah, compared to Alien and Aliens, and then you have Alien 3, severe drop off. So number 4, Alien 3, and I hope Sigourney invested her money. She didn't spend it all in one place.
I mean, it's impossible to follow Aliens. That movie is one of those examples of a sequel that's better than the original. It's right up there with like T2. So yeah, it's impossible to follow Aliens. But you didn't like the bull alien or dog alien, depending on what version you watch.
The little doggy alien.
There was a dog alien or a bull
Yeah.
alien.
Yeah.
Again, depending on which version you watch. Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised you didn't go with Alien Requiem or whatever the fuck the fourth one was. The fourth one was the worst one. What was it? Requiem or what the fuck was it? That one was
Yeah, it's at the point where they all run together for me.
that one was terrible. So my number 3 is again another example of the first one was like a home run, just a home run, and then the second one was just an example of, I guess, I don't know, they ran out of good ideas or they just another maybe what the fuck, but this is another big one for me. It's Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie version. Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 is amazing. It is such a good film. It gives Michael Myers that backstory. It kind of shows him from being from this broken home. His first movie is a great film. Probably Rob Zombie, one of his best films, right up there with like The Devil's Rejects. And for some reason, what the hell happened in Halloween 2? It's like fever dreams and a white horse. He's like his mom on a white horse, but of course it's always Sherry Moon because Sherry Moon has to be the star of every freaking Rob Zombie film. Rob, stop putting your wife in movies. Stop making movies, okay? It's not even on my list because it's just I didn't want to talk about it. 3 from Hell should be on somebody's list too because that is what the oh, Devil's Rejects was amazing. 3 from Hell was just trash. Leave a good legacy alone. But I want to focus on Halloween 2. Like, again, fever dreams, mom on a white horse. Michael talks. What the hell? Rob, stop. Just stop. You should knew right there that you know what you're one and done. You're a one and done kind of person. Sure, you came back with Devil's Rejects. Good for you. That movie was amazing, and I'm not arguing that. That movie was amazing. What happened with Halloween 2? Like, why didn't you just follow the same formula of Halloween? That's what you had to do. Just remake Halloween 2. That's all you had to do. The blueprint was there for you, but no, you had to be wild and crazy and come up with this brand new shit. Just follow the damn formula. That's what made Halloween and Halloween 2 so good, because it was the same damn night. Halloween 2 literally picks up where Halloween 1 ends. Why didn't you follow that same formula? Why did you have to reinvent the wheel? You didn't have to, and you just invented it on a white horse. So Rob Zombie, go fuck yourself. And Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie version, deserves to be number 3 on this shit list.
Yep. Well, my number 3, to give you an idea how lackluster my number 3 is, I saw that it was available for, I think it was available for rent on Amazon. It was like, oh, okay, I don't think I saw this one. I'll rent it and see what it's on. And I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, this looks familiar. And it's like, I had already seen it on frickin' Netflix, like, not even a month or two prior to that. So, literally, within a few weeks of watching it on Netflix, I forgot about it. And that's Insidious: The Red Door. That's another one. It's like, why does this exist? I want to hear, because whoever sold this movie to the either that they have to be a kick-ass salesman, or the studio or whoever's financing this thing is just they have no response. They don't know how to handle their money responsibly. They're so stupid. But yeah, this is another one of those. What the fuck? Insidious: Red Door.
It's probably because all the Insidious movies just keep making money. Like 1 and 2 were so good. 3 was okay, like the prequel-ish. And then yeah, I stopped after 3. And clearly it was a good decision on my part to stop after 3.
See, I'm at the point where I keep getting the Insidious movies and the Conjuring movies mixed up. Because they're all the same to me at this point.
No, they're nothing alike. Oh, are you talking about just because What's His Nuts is in both of them? Or was in both of them?
Yeah, that probably doesn't help. Yeah, this was another one. When was it? That director or that actor's director? He did like a double. He wore 2 different hats. That's another thing. When actors start becoming directors, I get real.
No, The Conjuring is James Wan.
No, but the one on the Insidious: Red Door, wasn't that directed by one of the actors? That was.
I don't know. I never seen it.
Okay, what am I asking you for?
Exactly. I never seen that damn movie. I told you I stopped after 3. I just said that like 2 minutes ago.
10%.
Yeah, clearly it's more like 8 fucking percent at this point. 7.5, barely even passing grade. So my number 2 is probably well known and well documented as the worst in the franchise, because never mind, you said yours was Freddy's Dead, but no, my number 2 is Nightmare on Elm Street 2. This movie again is another case of, well, they pumped it out. They originally they didn't even bring back Robert Englund for this movie because they didn't want to like pay his paycheck or whatever. But Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is like, what the hell? This is like took all the rules of the original Nightmare film and threw them out the window. Instead, you have a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Freddy thing going on where like the kid, when he goes to sleep, becomes Freddy, and then it's just like they switch bodies and they're living in the same. It's like a doctor, you know, what I mean, it's a Doctor Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation going on. Like, what the actual hell? So now you have Freddy in the real world. Why did this happen? What the actual hell? That's what made Freddy scary. Is he's in your dreams. He's dead. He's in your dreams. But yet in this one, he can come into the real world through this kid's body like a portal. What the hell? Why did they change the fucking rules? Even Robert Englund himself has said this is his least favorite of all the films. Robert Englund has said it, his least favorite. Because again, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Freddy. That's what this movie is. It's also the only film in the entire franchise that has a male, quote unquote, male final girl. And Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is just such a hot piece of trash. Thank God they got it together in part 3, which is the best installment in the, like, Dream Warriors is the best installment. And then 4 shits the bed. 3 is amazing. And then 4 is like, you were given it. You figured it out. And then you dropped the ball again. So 2, 4, pick one. But 2 is the worst. So stupid. Nightmare on Elm Street again. Stop making them. And I'm glad they're not making them anymore. After that remake, just stop. It's another franchise that just deserves to be left alone. Freddy is dead, and hopefully he stays dead this time.
Yeah. They keep thinking that lightning's going to strike twice.
It doesn't.
Well, my number 2 is sort of like your what the Puppet Master version for you is Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. I saw this in a theater, and I thought I walked into the wrong theater. It was like, are they showing the first one in the screen here? I thought this was 2, because like the whole front half of the movie is basically, I mean, and they should have just started the movie with previously on Silent Night, Deadly Night, and they just give you the whole recap of what happened in the first movie before they even start to get into what this second movie is supposed to be. So yeah. Although I did hear that the recent remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night is. I haven't heard it. Nobody's saying it's better than the first, but it's one of those Saw X's type things. It was like, they for something as old and as this thing going and run the well that ran dry on this one. The most recent, I guess it was a remake or whatever, is. Evidently, they did something right with that movie, but I've yet to see it. So, but yeah, my number 2 is Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Oh, well, that's too bad, because, I mean, they cracked the code in part 3 when Bill Moseley played Ricky, and he's walking around with that exposed brain on his head the whole time, and he mumbles a few words. That's too bad that you feel that way, because, I mean, in 3, they really cracked the code. 3 is such an amazing film. Right? I mean, everyone loved part 3.
I gotta give it to Mosley. He is, no matter what it is, he is willing to take a bullet for the love of the craft.
Did I ever? I think we talked about Bill Moseley. I remember I told you I met him, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you the story. So when I met him in person, he had his table out in front of him. It was at like one of those Days of the Dead in Vegas. And he had a picture of Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, Ricky. And obviously he had like Otis and he had like Chop Top and like all of his most famous roles. And I go up to him and I see that Ricky photo from Silent Night, Deadly Night 3 and I'm like, I want that one. He's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, I want that one. He's like, no one has asked me for one of these in 17 years. So he's like, wow, this is what the hell. And so
What's wrong with you?
yeah, pretty much. And I was like, no, that's the one I want. Because I had just watched Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. Like, I just watched them all. Because I think it was in January I went. And I just watched them all around Halloween time.
And so I was like, yeah, that's the one I want. So he signed it for me, and he signed it like no one's normal or something like that. It's on my wall or whatever like
There's
that.
something wrong with you. Take your meds.
Yeah, it clearly proves it's like clearly proves no one's normal or not all people are normal. He wrote something. He wrote like some message to me on it because of the fact that I chose it, and so he was. I think I blew Bill Mosley's mind that day, where literally he said no one got one in 17 years. So there we go. I broke the drought right there. Shows you that I'm not normal. Using context, a little more context into me. But so with that story, now drum roll, please. Thomas, give me a drum roll.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Hey, that's our budget. That is our budget.
That is our budget. My number one, again, leading up to it, this is clearly probably one of the worst sequels ever made. No, I'm not talking about Troll 2 because that one's just easy picking, so we're not talking about that one. I'm talking about the worst sequel ever made to one of the greatest films ever made. I'm talking about The Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Because you made a sound. Is that your number one?
No.
Okay. That is a film that is literally, again, another what the actual fuck. The Exorcist is such an amazing film. It is so iconic. It will die as being one of the most iconic horror films of all time. And then you had The Exorcist 2, which was like, what? Locusts? What? There's a story here? There's pacing? I don't know. I'm going to take a nap, and if the movie's still playing when I wake up, that's unfortunate. If it's over when I wake up, that's fortunate. This was the stupidest fucking film ever made. Because again, yes, they are capitalizing on The Exorcist, which was, for the longest time, one of the highest grossing horror films of all time. I think it was finally knocked off by one of the remakes of It. But for the longest time, it was one of the highest grossing horror films of all time for a reason. Exorcist is amazing. And The Exorcist 2, Linda Blair comes back, but there's nothing. There's nothing to her character. There's nothing in this film. Like I say, the subplot of locusts in Africa. You're like, what? What happened? Where is the horror? Where is the Exorcist 2? And I know all you people at home in podcast land, you're listening to me going, I got it. I get it. You're right. If you own that movie, use it as a coaster. Because you sure as shit ain't watching that movie. Or like use it as a little mini frisbee. If it breaks, guess what? You're not going to be upset. Good luck even finding that movie. I actually have it on DVD just because it's so bad. I'm not going to watch it again ever. You want to torture me, Thomas? Put that movie on. I will just I will just, oh my God, I'll eat my own fucking tongue in this cell. That's such a terrible, terrible, terrible film. But then, you know what? The Exorcist 3 came back. Exorcist 3 is a great film, except, creepy fun fact that most people know is at home, and they're all like, did you know The Exorcist 3 was Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite movie of all time? All the nerds at home are saying that. You know they are. You know they just got like semi-hard by saying that. Knowing that weird fun fact. The Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Worst sequel. And I'll die on that hill. Worst sequel of all time. Go, Thomas. Give me number one.
All right. My number one is literally any sequel that is set in space. Once they put some, once they put the main villain out in space, that's it. Put the nail in the coffin. That whole franchise is gone. It's dead. Let it be. Let it lie. Yeah. But as soon as they start putting these guys up in outer space, you've lost the plot.
I know what you're talking about. Leprechaun 4 was amazing in space. I loved it. The leprechaun came out of a dude's dick. I mean, that is cinematic gold. Like, the leprechaun literally came out of some dude's penis in that film. That is a great installment. And Jason X, everyone knows that Jason X is one of the best films in the entire franchise. Come on, it's way better than any other film in the franchise. Everyone loves Jason X. Evil gets an upgrade. Yeah. Once it hits space, it usually it usually goes to hell. I think you know what they need to do? They need to start it in space, just as like a parody. Just
Yeah.
like make the first one in space, and then just like would be like that. What is that? That horror comedy, that parody? It's like Dude Bro Massacre, Dude Party Bro Massacre 3 or something like that. Do you remember? You ever see that film? It literally
No.
starts. It starts on the third one, even though 1 and 2 don't actually exist. It's like Dude Bro Party Massacre 3 or something like that. It's such an amazing film. It's just a parody of slashers because it literally starts on the third one. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it is hilarious. It is stupid. One of the characters is literally a bag of oranges. Uh, it is such a great film. So that's what they need to do. Just start it in space and then call it like part 3 or part 4, and I will laugh. I'll laugh, die of laughter watching it. So
And
that's it.
yep. Well,
Space, the final frontier.
yeah, the final one. At that point, you've gone to the point of no return.
So this is impressive, Thomas. We only had one crossover. This is rare for us. Usually we have some crossovers, but
Yeah.
we only had one. We only had American Psycho 2.
So there you have it. Our
But
top 10,
I feel like you phoned in your list, though. I feel like you really phoned it in. You know what should have on your list? Terrifier 2, because that movie is garbage.
no, that was one of the good ones.
You know what's even worse?
They had a budget.
You know what's even worse? Terrifier 3. Even worse
Nah.
garbage. I was gonna put that on my list just to piss you off. I actually thought about doing it. I actually thought about just doing it just to piss you off, putting Terrifier 2 on my list. I feel like you would have shit the diaper you're probably wearing right now.
I just would have edited that part out.
No, you wouldn't. You don't fucking edit.
Because you're not editing.
You don't edit shit. That's why there's like 8 episodes unreleased at this fucking point.
Uh,
All right, now you're gonna ask your classics. What'd you do? Even though I just last talked to you on Saturday for an episode that's gonna come out in like 8 weeks or 8 months, I don't even know. But you're gonna ask me what I did. I'm gonna ask you, what did you do, Thomas? Since I talked to you on Saturday.
what did I do? Just a lot of the same old shit. Went to cardiac rehab. Went to go get blood work done. Go get another scan done. Go to talk to this doctor. Go talk to this doctor. So yeah,
But you made sure in that time to watch your wrestling because I know how much you love your wrestling.
that's right. That's right. All
Your
is well
favorite-
in the world because Darby Allen is now, at the time of recording, Darby Allen, well, at the time you're listening to this, he's probably lost it by now. But Darby Allen is now the new AEW champ,
And that's supposed to
much-
mean something?
which basically amounted to a squash match against MJF. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, I thought they were going to do more in this match. No, it was just basically a squash match. It was a low blow and then 4 coffin drops, and that was it.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
That's okay. My wrestling fans out there know what I said.
Okay. There's wrestling fans?
Oh, yeah.
Are they just children?
No, they're adults.
There's adult wrestling fans?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Darcy,
Is it-
the male girl? I don't know why you want
Male
to call
girl?
her. Yeah, male girl. She's a big wrestler fan.
Like, I hate Joe Bob. You know this.
Oh, come on. Joe Bob's been a good boy.
I hate Joe Bob. I told you before, I tried to pick a fight with somebody who was a Joe Bob person when I had my own podcast, and they wouldn't even come on and argue with me or debate with me. I hated Joe Bob.
What did
I'm
Joe
glad-
Bob do to you?
His stuff was garbage. It was hot trash. Like, give me Elvira any day of the week.
You watched your wrestling, saw some doctors. That's all you did. It sounds boring.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
It sounds boring. All right. So what are you gonna promote anything, Thomas? Are you gonna yell anything? Or are you gonna yell at them to give you some money? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, just go to the link tree thing. All the links to all my social media shits are there. Just follow, like, subscribe, comment, retweet, reshare, whatever. Do whatever. I'm not your mother. Just, yeah.
And then you wonder why you have no followers and no Patreon subscribers. You give them like the least instructions of any fucking thing. Yeah, go find it. It's on something. I don't know where it is. I don't have any effort to promote it or anything like that. Just follow me. Give me your money. I want $1. That's how you fucking sound. And then you wonder why no one gives you fucking money. I'm not surprised for one fucking second. We had that one follower like a while back. I don't remember his name. We said his name like 100 times in the one episode.
Yeah. He's our best friend.
Hopefully he's still following you. Probably not. Probably everyone's unsubscribed to you.
Let's find out.
I don't even know what his name was, but he probably unsubscribed.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, thank you
Jared's still following us.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Jared, for still following. Clearly, you either forgot to unsubscribe or you're dead. And you'll always be a subscriber.
Do we need to send out a search and rescue thing? It's like, where's Jared?
No, I don't give a fuck. I mean,
no.
I care about you, Jared.
See who's talking about disparagingly about our followers.
Your followers. Remember, it's your show. I'm just your fucking prisoner in a dungeon. It's your show. It's not my show. I just keep showing up every week because I have to. Because I'm in your fucking basement. By the way, no one has ever called the police, so fuck all you listeners. I'm telling you, this is like a straight up Buffalo Bill situation. Thomas comes down all the time. He tucks his dick behind his legs, and he's like dancing in the basement, going, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me." And it's really, really disturbing. So please call the police. Please get me the fuck out of here already. Because I cannot see Thomas naked again anymore. I'm just about to gouge my fucking eyes out with that lotion bottle. There you go, Thomas. Now subscribe to the show.
Well, I can't think of a better way to end this episode.
It puts the lotion on its skin. You hear that ripping sound? That's Thomas ripping his clothes off right now. So please send help.
All right. Yeah, I think we're done with this one.
Okay. Well then, on that note, thank you so much for tuning in again to another episode of Horror Geek Dungeon and for listening to Thomas and most importantly, my list, because Thomas gave fuck all excuse or reasons for his fucking choices. He just phoned this episode the fuck in. I don't want to say I care in the episode, but I did. And so thank you for tuning into the episode. And of course, we say, and fuck you if you steal my line, Thomas. You stole it last episode because we're saying, bye, Felicia.
I heard a cat in the background or some shit.
That was my chair.
It sounded like a cat.
It's my chair. See, I don't have
I don't
a
know.
budget for a new chair either.
Yeah, I know you've been squeaking it. Stop doing that shit. People are gonna hear on the podcast like, what the fuck is that sound? That's his like breathing apparatus machine, pretty much at this point. Yeah, sound like Darth Vader over there. Okay, so that's what you did. Pretty much,
That's
you
right.
watched.
I'll fix it on the mix.